No, I mean, first of all, like having a legend like Cheryl, just to be able to, I mean, in the same sense, like, right, it's like accountability. And so for her to want that for us and understanding the power that we have as a collective, I think is super important. But, you know, conversations are being had and everything. You can't be so reactive to stuff. A lot of this discourse is on social media, and it's like, okay, what can you do for people that are on social media doing those things, but trust and believe we are continuing our leadership behind the scenes right now, having these conversations and seeing where it is that we can implement and really help make change with this. But yeah, I agree. Like, this has been our brand for the last 30 years. The WNBA has always been at the forefront for standing for inclusion and equality and those types of things. And so I think this is no different than that.
Okay, I'll go. Toronto comes in as one of the top 5 three-point shooting teams in the league. And considering, the night that K-Mac just had, how do you guys plan to kind of adjust and guard the perimeter better?
Well, I think being locked in, honestly, on it, and just understanding, like, when someone gets going, especially shooters like that you have to make, kind of self-adjustments in that way. But I think for us, just being really dialed in and locked in on making sure that, the looks aren't open. Great shooters are going to hit shots. They're going to hit contested shots, tough shots, those types of things. But just making sure nothing is open, I think that's a great start.
For sure. And then, obviously Jess was ruled out for today. So can you kind of talk about how you guys are going to adjust to her absence this match?
Yeah. I think you saw, after she went out in the Minnesota game, how it was next woman up, just coming in and making sure that we're doing our part. And, listen, you're not going to replace a Jess Shepard and what she brings to the team, but everybody can step up and do just a little bit more to collectively help with that. And so I think for us, we've had a couple days of practice where we can see, what our offensive flow is going to look like, where we can fill in for those types of things. And so, I think it'll just be, what we've been doing all this season when we've had different people in and out of the lineup, is just being able to adjust on the fly and everybody being ready when your number's called.
You talked about staying locked in, the next woman up. Is that harder with the roster that was essentially just constructed this season, even though you're almost all the way through the season?
I wouldn't necessarily say hard, no. I think just because it has changed so much over the course of the season, I think everybody is kind of used to that change and being just ready whenever the opportunity comes. But that's, this is our job. Our job is to adapt and be ready on any given night, so that's no different than now.
Do you look at tonight's game as an opportunity to get your season back on track with a team like Toronto coming in?
I think regardless if it was Toronto or anybody else, yes, tonight's game is about the Dallas Wings. We haven't necessarily liked the way we've shown up the last few games and just wanting to really feel good about when we step on the floor. And so I think tonight our focus is really just that, just getting back on track. We understand what's at stake. Playoffs aren't a lock and guarantee, and we can't approach any game that way. We have to approach every game from this point on as a playoff game. And so I think for us, just kind of having that mentality going in tonight is really what we're focused on. Yeah. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Not really, but it's cool.
Okay, well, I won't post the video of it. But what's been the hardest part of maintaining the culture of the team with all the injuries and the changes in the lineup, with it being that this roster was just constructed this season?
It's just all about adjustments. We're professionals. We come to work every day. We handle ourselves like we should. So there's going to be changes. Things are going to happen throughout the season. Just got to adjust and be ready to play.
Speaking of adjustments, you've seen several of your teammates take on roles this season that probably weren't anticipated at the beginning of the season. Like Azzi with her defense, Enrique sharing the ball more, so on and so forth. How do those things help the team as y'all go through the rest of the season?
Right now, this is a critical part of the season. We're just trying to stick together, get back on our win streak, and just kind of figuring it out. We're taking everything day by day, game by game. I think tonight we have energy. I think we're ready to play tonight. So we're just looking to turn this thing around however we can, but quickly, sooner than possible, of course.
Specifically for tonight, what goes into guarding a player like Marina Mabry, who is a little bit difficult to stop, and how do you guys plan to disrupt her rhythm?
She's a elite scorer. Just got to play hard. We play defense like we've been doing against every other opponent. It's just limit her touches as much as we can, but she's going to score the ball. I don't think we can hold her scoreless. That's why we're great players. So I think just trying to maintain and hopefully she has an off night.
Thank you. Thank you.